Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever looked at learning a new language, especially one like Mandarin, and just felt totally overwhelmed? Like, where do you even start? Well, today we're cutting through all that noise. We're going to break down the absolute essentials you need to have your very first real conversation. Think of this as your survival guide. So, what does it actually take? Here's the secret. It's not about memorizing hundreds of random phrases from a textbook. Not at all. It's about getting a solid handle on just a few key building blocks that you can mix and match in all sorts of powerful ways. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Okay, here's our game plan. We're going to tackle this in 5 simple steps. First, we'll cover breaking the ice. Then, we'll build out your identity toolkit so you can talk about yourself. After that, we dive into the world of numbers, super useful. Then move on to describing people and things. And finally, we'll learn how to ask key questions to keep that conversation rolling. First things first. Every single conversation, no matter where you are in the world, starts with a simple hello, right? These are the words that open the door to everything else. Now, this is a fantastic place to start because it shows you something really important about the culture. For pretty much any casual situation, you're going to use ni hao. That's your standard everyday hello. But if you're talking to someone older or a boss or anyone you want to show a bit more respect to, you use this one. Nin hao. Hear that subtle difference? That little switch from ni to nin is all about respect. And knowing that on day one, that's a huge win. And of course, we need the basics of being polite, right? This is like the social glue for any interaction. Just getting these down, like 谢谢 for thank you, 对不起 for sorry, and 再见 for goodbye, it's going to make everything so much smoother. It just shows you're making an effort, and trust me, that goes a really long way. All right, so we've broken the ice. What's next? Well, you've got to talk about yourself, right? This is what we'll call your personal identity toolkit. And the flow of a basic introduction is actually super simple. It's just a back and forth. You can ask someone's name with 你叫什么名字? And to answer, you just say 我叫, and then your name, I am called. From there, you can say your nationality, 我是中国人, for example, and then you can ask them theirs, 你是哪国人? See? It's just a simple exchange of information. Okay, get ready for this because this is one of the coolest language hacks in Mandarin. In English, to ask a question, we have to flip words around, right? He is becomes is he? Forget all that. In Mandarin, you just take a statement and you tack one little sound on the end. This one right here, ma. It's about to make your life so much easier. And here it is in action. It's brilliant. On the left, you've got a plain statement. 他是中国人. He is Chinese. Simple. Now look at the right. All we did was add ma to the end. 他是中国人吗? Is he Chinese? That's it. The sentence structure stays exactly the same. You just add that one sound, and boom, you've got a yes-no question. So you can ask a question, but what if the answer is no? Or what if you want to say something isn't true? Again, it's super simple. You just need this one character, bu. You just put it right before the verb. So 是 means is, and 不是 means is not. Just like that, you can now agree, disagree, and clarify things. You could say, I am not Chinese, 我不是中国人. So powerful. All right, let's talk about what I like to call a language learning superpower. Numbers. I'm serious. Once you get the basic numbers down, you suddenly unlock the ability to talk about so many practical things. Time, money, dates, you name it. And here's the best part. The whole system is built from these 11 characters right here, from ling for 0 all the way up to shit for 10. Once you know these, it's honestly like playing with Legos. The number 20 is just 210, or shi. 30, you guessed it, 310, san shi. It's so logical, it's incredible. And just look at all the doors this opens immediately. You can start asking what time it is, you can talk about your age, you can even say when your birthday is. For example, 我的生日是4月16号. My birthday is April 16th. You see, these aren't abstract grammar rules. This is real, practical stuff you can use every single day. Okay, so we've got the basic facts down. Who we are, what time it is. But conversations are about more than just facts, right? They're about opinions, feelings, adding some color. So now it's time to start describing the world around you. You can start really simply by just identifying the people in your life. There's a handy little phrase, 这是, which just means this is. So you can say, 这是我朋友, this is my friend. Or, 这是我妈妈, this is my mom. Easy, right? And hey, remember our little friend Bu, the character for making things negative? Well, guess what? It's back. The word 喜欢 means to like. So if you want to say you don't like something, you just pop Bu right in front of it. Bu 喜欢. It's the same pattern again. Seeing how these pieces connect is one of the most rewarding parts of learning. Now, let's put this into a situation you'll definitely find yourself in, like shopping. If you want to say something is too something, you use this great little structure, 太 something, 了. So if something is way out of your budget, you can say 太贵了, it's too expensive. And hey, maybe you find a great bargain, 太便宜了, it's too cheap. Super useful phrases for any market. Okay, this brings us to our final section, and honestly, it might be the most important one. Up until now, we've mostly been learning how to state things, to give information, but a real conversation is a two-way street. Now we're going to learn how to ask for information. This is what keeps it going. All right, you might want to screenshot this because this table right here, this is your new best friend. These are the keys to the kingdom. We already met Shenma for what, but now you've got who, Shay. You've got where, gnarly. You've got how much, 多少钱, and how, 怎么. This table is basically the engine for your curiosity. And this right here is really the main takeaway. It's not about knowing every single word in the dictionary. It's about knowing how to ask for the words you don't know. Once you can ask what, who, and where, you've given yourself the tools to learn literally anything else directly from the people you're talking to. It's a game changer. So there you have it. We covered greetings, introductions, numbers, descriptions, and those all-important question words. You officially have the fundamental toolkit to go out and build your very first conversation in Mandarin. The only question left is, what are you going to talk about first?